Hi everyone, it's Maria here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Crafting and Cooking. Today we are actually going to be doing some cooking. It's very, very easy, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a strawberry mousse. Now, I already have some of these prepared, but one of them, and let's see if you can see it, I need to make sure they stay refrigerated, is a little white chocolate. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see. I'll try to get some good pictures. It's a little white chocolate cup with the strawberry mousse and then some little sprinkles on top. Now I did break my, I've had some crazy luck here with some of my equipment. I just broke my tripod, so I'm holding my camera. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and show you how to prepare this mousse and then how to use it in different little dessert cups, or how to put it together with different desserts depending on your taste and what you like. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I've pulled these out of the refrigerator and I don't want them to melt. So let me go ahead and get this started.
We're going to start by making a puree. Here I have some fresh strawberries, and I'm going to go ahead and clean off about 1.5 cups of strawberries. I'm just going to go ahead and pull off the stems and then cut off the little ends of it. Okay, so now that I have cleaned off these strawberries, I went ahead and sliced them down the middle, and I put them in the blender with 1/2 cup of sugar. And what I'm going to do is just mix these really well, and that's going to be our strawberry puree. And what I'll do is just put them in the refrigerator and let that cool while I'm working on the rest. So for now, let's just go ahead and mix this up. Okay, so here's our puree, and like I said, I'm just going to pop this in the refrigerator while we keep working. So next I am taking some heavy whipping cream, and here I have 2 bowls, one large bowl with ice, and then a smaller bowl over that, or inside of it I should say, because I want to make sure the heavy whipping cream stays very cold. Alright, so what I'm going to do is measure out 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm just going to use my mixer, and what we want to do is form some peaks. So I'm going to show you little different phases of it, and that way it'll give you an idea as to what to expect. So here it's still a little runny, and it starts to feel a little thicker. Now this just takes a few minutes. I'm just kind of speeding through the process so you can see what it looks like. But here you're already starting to see some of the thickness of it. See, now as you can see, when you push the little mixer blades in and out of it, that it's starting to form some peaks. So this is actually done. Now I am going to take 1 cup of the strawberry puree, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that right into the whipped whipping cream and mix it together, and that is going to make our strawberry mousse. Now let's keep incorporating the strawberry puree into the whipping cream, and let's just be gentle with it. And then what we will do is, once it's well incorporated, we'll place it in the refrigerator so that it will set a little more. And look at that beautiful pink color that it's taken on. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so like I mentioned, it's going to be very easy. So what I did was go to the grocery store and pick up this small pound cake. Now I'm only going to be using about half, but what we're going to do is go ahead and slice it and dice it into small little cubes. Now that this has been cut up in cubes, let's go ahead and set this aside. Now, like I said, this is for one of the recipes. Right now, we're just prepping the ingredients so that when it's time to put them together, we'll have everything together. So, next, I am going to take some of these vanilla wafers. They're from Nabisco, and I'm going to place them in a bag and I'm going to crush them. Okay, so here is my bag with the vanilla wafers, and if you have a food processor, by all means go ahead and do that. I don't have one right now, so we're just going to go ahead and take our rolling pin and just crush them up to the consistency that you would like. Okay, so now that I have crushed up the vanilla wafers, let's go ahead and set this aside and move on to the next step. Okay, so next we are going to make some little chocolate cups. I'm going to be using this vanilla flavored white chocolate, and it is by Candy Quick. And then the other one I'm going to be using is a dark chocolate by Ghirardelli. So these are tiny little wafers. I haven't used them before, so I'm excited to try these, and they should be pretty quick to melt. Okay, so we're going to be using these little hot chocolate bomb molds. They're silicone, so they're nice and soft. And then we're also going to be using these little cupcake paper cups to form the chocolate cups. And then what I'll do is just place them inside of the cupcake tins so that they hold their form. Here I have gone ahead and melted the white chocolate Candy Quick. And you can see tiny little lumps in it, but it's pretty hot, so I didn't want to leave it to where it ended up separating. So I'm just going to keep stirring it and it'll be perfectly fine. And then what I'm going to do is use the hot chocolate mold and just go ahead and form it with the back of the spoon right along the edges. Okay, so now that I have these together, I'm only going to go ahead and make 3. Well, let's go ahead and pop these into the refrigerator so that they can set. Next, we are going to go ahead and melt the dark chocolate. And like I mentioned earlier, they're just little wafers, and this is what they look like. So these will melt very fast, and here you go. And I love the consistency of this chocolate. I'm really excited to taste it. By using the same method, let's go ahead and use the back of the spoon and spread the hot chocolate along the inside of the paper cup. If you don't want to go through the trouble of making your own little chocolate cups, you can go ahead and purchase them. Now I'll pop some pictures in here. You can see what they look like. I've seen them as low as $24 and as high as $125. So it's completely up to you. Okay, so here are the 6. So I am going to go ahead and pop these in the refrigerator, let them cool and set. Now let's start putting our very first dessert together. So as you can see here, the white chocolate has already set, and using these little silicone molds are so easy. As you can tell, all I'm doing is putting a little bit of pressure on the bottom of the mold and popping those right out. And that is the first little cup. I'm just using this little glass dish to place it inside. If you haven't made any of the hot chocolate bombs, they are so fun. Like I said, you just put pressure on the bottom of the mold and they pop right out. But you can do it during the holidays. It's a lot of fun with the kids, so maybe I'll make a video on that, but it's a lot of fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to go ahead and start separating the chocolate. Now, as you can see here, you're going to get a little pieces breaking off, but you can go in and do a second layer of chocolate. I just wanted to go ahead and do one, but gives you an idea as to how to make them. So we're just going to go ahead and take the little wrappers off, and they almost look like little pieces of art. Okay, I decided to record another way of peeling the cupcake paper away from the chocolate. And what you'll want to do is go ahead and just rip a piece off and then carefully rip the paper away from the chocolate, so you'll have less breakage. And that I did by myself. I put too much pressure on it with my thumb. But again, it holds its form a little better, and if you do a second layer, it definitely will hold its form a lot better. But I did want to show you one peeling it away versus one just kind of ripping the paper off. Let's go ahead and start putting the desserts together. So here I have the little white vanilla chocolate cup. And all I'm going to do is take a tablespoon and spoon in the strawberry mousse. And look at the consistency. You can tell it's gotten a little thicker, so it was nice that we put it in the refrigerator so it could set a little bit more. To fill the little cup, I am only using about 1.5 tablespoons of the strawberry mousse. And look at how pretty this little petite dessert looks. It's adorable, I love it. Okay, and then just to decorate the top, I am going to take some sprinkles. I've got one by Wilton's and this other one by Festival. And I'm going to take these little beads and just sprinkle a few of them on top of the mousse. And here you have your very first dessert. Look how easy that was. Okay, so now we are moving on to the next one. And what we're going to do is, first of all, let's get our garnish ready. So I'm taking a small strawberry, and as you can tell, it's got this cute little fanned out design. And I'll show you how I did that. So you just take a strawberry, make a couple of little slices, not all the way cutting it off, just kind of leaving the top on, putting a pressure on top of the strawberry, and then fanning that out. So let's move on to our chocolate, our dark chocolate cup, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go ahead and take our tablespoon and pour some of the strawberry mousse right inside of it. And then I'm going to take that little fanned out strawberry and use that as garnish. And look how pretty that is. Very simple, and it's very good. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right inside my little glass dish. Okay, so moving on to the next dessert. I am using this glass, and you want to use a clear glass so that you can go ahead and see the design. So I am taking the crushed vanilla wafers, and I'm tilting the glass, and I'm going to be putting the vanilla wafers inside at an angle. Kind of like when we were kids and we had that colored sand or salt and made our designs that way. So we're going to be doing this. Next, I'm going to add a layer of the strawberry mousse. Next, I'm going to add another layer of the crumbled up wafers. And if you don't want to do this at an angle, you can easily do it straight up and down. It's whatever's easiest for you. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and continue by repeating the process and adding some more of the strawberry mousse. And look at how pretty this looks. You can add more layers if you'd like. I'm just kind of giving you an idea as to how to make this. Now to top it off, I am going to go ahead and add one of the fanned out strawberries, and then I'm also going to add some sprinkles to it. And there you have this beautiful dessert. Very easy, fun to make, and it is so delicious. Okay, so I lost a little bit of footage, so let me go ahead and catch you up on this. So I'm going to be using the diced pieces of the pound cake that we cut up earlier, and in this dish, I layered the pound cake, and then I went ahead and covered it up with the strawberry mousse. Here I have some sliced strawberries, and I'm going to add a layer of the strawberries on top of the strawberry mousse. After the strawberries, I repeated the process by adding another layer of the diced pound cake and then another layer of the strawberry mousse. So here, what's next is adding the strawberry puree. So we had some left over. We're going to go ahead and just pour that over the top and add a nice smooth layer of it. this is where my tripod broke. So I'm going to be holding my camera, hopefully holding it steady, but if it's a little shaky, at least you'll know why. But as you can see, I went ahead and added blueberries all the way around the inside of the dish. And now I'm going to add some whipped cream. And just as a little decoration, some additional strawberries. So if you want, you can add strawberry slices along the inside of your dish so that you can see it through the glass, and that'll add a nice little decorative piece to it. But again, it's really up to you how you want to decorate it. But this is it. Very easy desserts using the exact same strawberry mousse.
I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you make this strawberry mousse. I have also made a chocolate mousse, which is amazing. But anyway, here is the little chocolate cup that we made with the little strawberry on top, and of course filled with the strawberry mousse. I'm not sure where to look. I'm not used to holding my camera. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let this back in the refrigerator. I don't want anything melting, but I am so excited to be back. Again, I am excited to have you all back on my channel. If you didn't get a chance to watch the last video, which happened to be music, and it's music that I'm going to be using in my future videos. So I'm going to be using those for the background, whether it's on this main channel or my vlog channel, but it's really upbeat, happy music. I love it. So if you haven't had a chance, I will link it down below. You can go ahead and watch it, and it's really just listening to it. So anyway, let's go ahead and end this video. I'm going to go ahead and refrigerate these wonderful desserts. This one is probably one of my favorites. I love the way that turned out, and again, look at the inside. Oh, it looks so good. Again, I'm excited to be here. Happy 2022, even though we're in February. Got a little bit of a late start, but lots of plans, and let's go ahead and grow this channel. I'm, again, super excited to be here, have you guys back, and make sure that you leave me comments. Let me know what you want me to try out for this year, and then also subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way when that next video comes out, you'll be notified. All right, you guys, I love you all so very much. Thank you again for sticking around, and I will see you next time.
Thank you all for watching, and as always, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Love you all. Until next time.